Hi, I'm Jo. I'm one of the coaches here at Willspace, and today I'm going to lead you through some spinal mobility work. So I want to start with our head. So we're going to put our index finger by our eyes, our thumb by our chin, and then you're going to pull your fingers about an inch or two away from your face. It might be helpful to do this in front of a mirror, so you might want to head to your bathroom or anywhere that you might have a mirror in your house just to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So once you're there, like I said, you're going to pull your fingers about 2 inches away from your face, and then you're just going to move the head side to side to touch the fingers. We're going to be here for a minute, okay? And what I'm trying to do is prevent my chin or my nose from rotating. I don't want anything like this to happen or like this to happen. I'm imagining as if you are looking in the mirror, your nose should be going in a straight line, and you should feel a pretty good stretch in your neck, yeah? So you might feel like, oh my gosh, if you're someone that struggles with neck pain, you wake up and you're like, holy cow, my neck hurts all the time, any of those things, this is one of those first steps you can take to helping this feel better. Good, you have about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and shake that out. All right, now we're gonna move the head forwards and back. So I'm gonna do kind of the same setup. I'm gonna put my index finger by my eyes, my thumb on my chin, and then I'm gonna pull my fingers out in front of me so my arms rest on my chest. Then I'm gonna jut my head forwards, and then back and forward so I can't see my index finger anymore, and then back, yeah? Again, we're gonna be here for a full minute. I like to imagine right here someone's pulling the base of my skull backwards. Feels like a really nice stretch. Good, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what this looks like from the side as well. So you're really pushing your head forwards as far as you can, pulling the head back as much as you can. Keep this going. You've got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. So now we're going to move down our spine to our thoracic spine, where we're going to isolate our rib cage from the rest of our spine. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our arms out to the side like this, okay? And I'm just going to try to separate my rib cage from my pelvis by moving it side to side. And what you want to check for is if you're looking in the mirror, you should see that your arms stay in a straight line. You don't want them to tilt like this or turn or do any funky things like that. You're just trying to pull your rib cage away from the pelvis and push it side to side. Yeah. Good. And you should feel, I know for myself at least, a huge stretch kind of across my back. So you can imagine how much this is opening up the mobility of your spine and of your back as a whole. Good, so keep this going. Make sure that you're not pushing your rib cage out or doing anything funky with that. Keep those ribs in. And just move side to side, separating the rib cage from your hips. Good. And drop that. So now we're going to take the rib cage again, and this time we're going to move front and back. So go ahead and push your chest out, and then as if someone's pushing your sternum, go straight back. So out and back. I like to imagine I'm like in between 2 walls, and I'm touching the wall in front of me, touching the wall behind me, yeah? And you're gonna wanna involve your shoulders in this. but try to let your arms be heavy by your side and just keep it in your chest. Good, and I'm gonna go to the side so you can see this from the side. So see, I'm pushing my chest forward as much as possible, then pulling that sternum back, trying to get right in between my shoulder blades to push as far back as possible. And letting the arms just be nice and relaxed by my sides. Keep this going for just a few more seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Nice. All right, so now we're moving down to the final piece of our spine, which is the base of our spine and includes our pelvis. Spread our feet out about hips width distance a little bit. Then you're going to just imagine that you're in a box and you want to touch each wall of the box with your hips. So I'm going to start. I'm going to go forwards with my hips, then reach to the side, reach to the back, and reach to the side. And what I'm really trying to do is once again separate my pelvis from my rib cage, but this time my rib cage is going to stay still, right? And my pelvis is the only thing that's moving. Good. Keep those knees straight and just try and touch each of those points. And if it feels easy or accessible, you can imagine those walls farther away from you so you're having to push even more. Yeah? Nice. And side and front. Good. Keep this going. We have a few more seconds left going this direction, and then we're going to go the other way. Good, and let's switch directions. So go to the front and the side, reach all the way to the back and the side. And I think some of the hardest point of this is reaching to the front, right? Those hip flexors get tight. And so you really want to try and push the hips forward, so you should feel a big stretch here. Nice. Really work to keep that rib cage nice and isolated from your hips. Good, we're almost there. Side. Trying to keep reaching farther away from you. Trying to find the most stretch, the most reach. And know if it's small, that's okay. It'll get better. Just give it about a couple weeks and you'll see a difference. Good, and relax. Awesome. Thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time.